Welcome back to the Karyn Reece Show. So we are so excited to have our next guest with us. Our shirts may show what company she works for, but we have Dunn with us, who's the product marketing manager for Reebok. So welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you so much. I'm just honored to be here. I'm so excited, and I love you guys. So.
Oh, we love you too.
We definitely love you.
So speaking of, trends and stuff like that, obviously you're looking like kind of like a psychic. You're looking like far into the future, right? But
I could use some help on some future trends.
I actually am getting some trends for you. We'll talk after. Yeah, I'll give you some ideas.
So what are the most popular Reebok styles that you either have coming up or, this season?
Yeah. Oh my God, there's so many, but this season specifically, one of the collections that is actually my collection in lifestyle, it's called Natural Dye. And there's new colors, new silhouettes and fabrics online. And pretty much what I love about this collection is like the sustainability. We have it in cotton fabrications. They're all, eco-friendly, sustainable cotton. And then it's dyed with like natural pigments from the earth. So think of like rocks that get broken down, and there's red rocks and green rocks, and there's all these different like shades of rocks, and they mix them to make other colors. So all the dyeing that happens is totally natural and sustainable. It almost like, you can't do neons in it. So there's no chemicals that go in the process, which, a lot of all of our apparel for the most part, even like white tees, are bleached, or they're used, chemical creations in the dye. So this for me, it was totally something super interesting when the factory came to us with it. And I think, it's really important to sustainability these days. But it's almost like these like very like pastel-y colors. Like it gives a different pigment that's really nice. I know I'm gonna have to get you guys.
That's so cute.
Yeah. So it gives us nice like aesthetic, a nice like natural almost like flow, but we can do a lot of different colors. It's not just like brown rocks. Like there's ways they can mix and they can create like a range of colors. So I think that's by far my favorite range right now, just because of the story and like the sustainability like tied to it.
So innovative. Like I don't think there's maybe I live under, no pun intended, live under a rock, but I don't think that there's any other company that's doing that right now. Maybe there is, but I don't know of it at least.
Yeah, I think other companies are definitely trying to, there's certain colors that you can't achieve with these natural rocks, which, is fine for me. I'm like, there's so many colors in the world, like let's do, different ones. But yeah, I know there's, stuff with vegetable dyes and things like that are more sustainable than what our traditional dyeing processes are. So hopefully more to come, more rocks and more different vegetables and things that we can start using. So
that's awesome.
Oh, I love that. It's like you're going back like 1,000 years ago when you're developing paint, cobalt or whatever that they would use. Just give that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And we're very much about, natural as much as you can be. Yeah. So I love that idea. And the, color different, Speaking of which, so you have such a great portfolio of product. Is there something or some type of product that is your favorite, or several products I would imagine?
Yes. I mean, my whole wardrobe is Reebok. Of course, I've worked there for 6 years. So, I have a lot of favorites, but I would say my favorite are our Lux leggings. Sorry. My tights that we wear are unbelievable. I've been wearing them. I think we first launched them about 4 or 5 years ago. And they're almost like this cotton handed feel, but they're performance. So you can really wear them like when you're in the gym, or you could wear them. I wear them all the time with like sweaters. I wear them. They're my only black legging. I have my workout Lux leggings, and then I have another pair that I just wear like every day, all the time. But I think what's amazing about them is they have this like really nice waistband that has this power mesh inside. So it like gives you really that locked in, like sucked in feeling that everyone wants to feel without feeling like it's too tight or you can't breathe. So it's very comfortable, but gives you that like nice security that every woman wants to feel, in the right ways. So
beautiful.
That's awesome. I love that. So you kind of touched on this once, but as part of your many jobs at Reebok, especially over the last 6 years, you're doing like influencer stuff. So you're working on Cardi B's line, which is cool and incredible just at that. But, what is it like to be on her line, and have you met her personally, or like, how has that even worked?
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, if you told me this 6 years ago, I would have been like, no way. And I'm a huge, if you know me, I love hip hop. I love rap music. I was a huge fan of her before we signed her. So in 2000, it was before COVID. So in 2019, when we signed her, I was like, we have to do an apparel deal. And I had no idea it was going to end up on my desk, but she's amazing. Like she is, and that's why we partner with her. She's like authentic, and that's who Reebok is. We're authentic, we're bold, and we're expressive. And, you know, we really feel like wearing clothes and sneakers are a way of, you know, expressing yourself. And that's exactly who Karyn is. She's authentic, she's real, and whatever you see on Instagram or anything, that's what you're going to get live. And it's amazing. And I love that about her. And we actually, yes, I actually have met her with COVID. It actually, a lot of our project has been during COVID. So there's been a lot of video calls, you know, phone sessions. And I mean, she is very busy. She has a lot going on, music, you know, she's doing whip shots. Like she's got everything going on right now. But yes, we do same thing, like the creation process, like it just involves her. So I have like my designers, and you have her stylist and her team and her. And from the very beginning, which, you know, some partnerships don't always go like this. She is so involved. She, you know, the vision, how she wants the apparel to fit, the colors that she wants, even like the campaign imagery. So can honestly say it's like 100% full collaboration the whole way. We send samples to her, she puts them on, she gives comments, feedback, like it's to a T, like a super collaboration. I mean, I love it. It's amazing. I feel like the styles really speak her. It's like she's come in and been like, what's my take on Reebok sportswear? And we're definitely doing like, this is her jacket from last season, and she's got like ruching details with cinching, and yeah, like a lot of like cool takes on things you haven't seen before, I think, in the sportswear apparel industry. So
That's awesome.
She's the best. We have more coming. So stay tuned.
Love that.
That was going to be my next question. I think you're being psychic because you're so cutting edge. Do you want to give us like maybe just a sort of hint? Because I know you probably divulged it, but we would like to know about some.
Sure. So I can't say too much like specifically about the product, but we do have a lot of drops coming up in fall 22. It's going to start in probably, you know, about 2 months time, and we'll come out with something new that we haven't done in apparel, which is like a hype drop. So it's going to be this exclusive drop, something a little more, you know, hype, a little more fashion, something really cool and bold. And then we come back the next month with a more, you know, accessible commercial line for her. And commercial, I mean like price point wise. I think that's a big thing for her. She doesn't want her pieces to be, you know, top dollar, like, you know, Louis Vuitton status. Like she wants it to be accessible for her consumers and her fans who love her and just want to, you know, buy her product and wear her. So bold colors, as always, like she is, new sexy takes on sportswear, and a lot of like fun sets and some tracksuits that are really cool. So
that's awesome.
That's super cool.
So Kelly, if our audience would like to find more about you or connect with you further, or any questions about Reebok, you know, how can they go about doing that?
Yeah, so please connect with me. I'd be happy, you know, to speak to you via email. My email is kelly.dunn@reebok.com, Kelly, Kelly, Dunn, Dunn. You can find me on LinkedIn, and you can also find me on Instagram, kellydunn19. I'm friends with Alexa. I'm friends with Karyn. So you can search me there if you can't find it, but I'd be happy, you know, to chat further. You know, anyone has any questions or just wants to know a little more, I'm more than happy to.
Awesome. Kelly, thank you so much for joining us today. You were amazing. We love our apparel. Like, honestly, it's totally switched my wardrobe over, and now I'm only wearing Reebok. So thanks to you. But thank you for joining us today. Seriously.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
You know, I can't wait for the Thursday lives. I'm on it all the time. So I'm excited to see this channel though.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you.